So it seems like a lot of people are still mixed on this John Cena heel turn. Now, overall, a lot of people definitely are liking this new direction of John Cena. Not people. There's not a lot of people that are just, what is it, hating it, but a few people are definitely mixed on it. And I think the reason why is because I think that people expectations were just all like just pivoted, man. Like no one expected John Cena to do what he's doing now. Everybody was expecting a character change. Everybody was expecting him to have a different appearance, new music, just a whole different package, and we didn't quite get that. So I think that threw a lot of people off, honestly. Now, if we check two of his segments, right, when he first came to Raw on in Brussels, Belgium, I believe. When he first came there, obviously there's a lot of anticipation. People were curious to see what he's gonna do, and overall, a lot of people performance that he did was more positive than not. I think that again, it shocked a lot of people, but him explaining what he was doing, it made it make sense. And I feel like this is a more realistic approach of John Cena doing this. Again, it's like this is still the same John Cena character, but you're getting John Cena that's not like the fans, though. You're getting John Cena against the fans. So it's like, in essence, this is John Cena versus the fans. Like, we're the enemies now. Like, we're the quote unquote heels. In John Cena's mind, he's the baby face. That's pretty much the promo. You already talked about the promo in my other videos, but going on to next week promo. In the beginning, I was kind of like, okay, when is this gonna build up? Overall, I like the second promo, and not to say that it's better than the first one he cut. I think that this promo, I think it did what it was supposed to do. And I also think that John Cena was also playing into more of he came across a bit more natural than the first promo. Not to say that the first promo just felt forced, but because, we haven't really heard John Cena, be like this at all, really. I felt like on the second promo, it just kind of felt a bit more natural. He had a bit more, he's been a bit more sarcastic. I feel like he was playing along a little bit too. I just felt like he was kind of selling into his heel persona. So overall, I think the promo was dope. I liked it. I liked the fact that him and Cody were about to get physical and kind of build up more tension, because again, it's like, we can't forget that this man pretty much whoops your ass in the elimination chamber, man, and like left you bleeding and shit, I do think that people are kind of like, all right, so where's The Rock at? Where's Travis Scott at? And I mean, I kind of get it. The thing about this whole entire situation is, at this point, I'm just gonna let The Rock play it out, because again, every single time when something's not going their way, it always, plays out in the end. And like I said, man, in every great story, I did the Star Wars reference, right? If Luke Skywalker would have fought Darth Vader in New Hope, and like how he fought him in The Empire Strikes Back, I don't think it would have meant as much when he fought him in The Empire Strikes Back or in Return of the Jedi. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I know people really want answers, and and I kind of do too. But I'm allowed to see this, play out. And I think that the story of John Cena, I don't think this just ends with him and Cody. I think this is going to be something that is going to be going on for a long time, or at least, to the end of the year. Kind of like when Roman Reigns turned heel. Like when he first turned heel, and it wasn't like, he was just the tribal chief that we know of today. He became even more of a legend throughout his run. You know what I'm saying? So I think that this right here is just the beginning. I think there's so much more to come with this John Cena heel turn, so much more layers that's going to be revealed with this character. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be very, very interesting. So, I'm willing to see this play out. I think that overall, John Cena's cutting some great promos. He's pretty much the only, to be honest, I know this might sound kind of bad, but he's really the only reason why. Well, he's the main reason why, like, I'm like tuning in. I love everybody else on the show, most of them, but just he's like the number one thing that I'm tuning in to check on, that I have to check on, basically. You know what I'm saying? I will say this too, that I do feel like that the build to WrestleMania last year is a lot better than the build this year. I can definitely admit that. This year WrestleMania, the build up is not as good as last year. We do got some interesting things going to WrestleMania, but last year is definitely just the build up is definitely better. There are people who are upset about the build up, with Jey Uso and Gunther. The CM Punk, the Seth and the Roman Reigns stuff, which I think that people are looking forward to that as far as the match go, but I don't think everybody is quite on board with it yet, because it doesn't seem like there's a lot of tension around it yet. But I'm looking forward to it. And outside of John Cena, CM Punk is like the next person now I'm always tuning in to see, man. And of course, I'm a big fan of Seth and Roman too as well. The build is just not, it's not the same like how it was last year. I think that there needs to be deeper, well thought provoking stories going to WrestleMania that there was last year. And I think that as far as storylines go, they're not as good as last year, but the John Cena one is definitely on par. And right now, like I said, I feel like we just have to, wait and see and just enjoy what we got. He's going to be coming again live in London next week on Raw. And, the rumor is that this is going to be his final appearance into WrestleMania. I don't know if that's true or not, but I would hope it's not, because I don't know what all they can do next week on Raw to really, like, hammer the nail down with the story with him and Cody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what else they can do. I feel like that he needs to be here damn near every week, or at least, I don't know. He needs The Rock needs to show up too. Basically, we need some more information. And the only reason why I'm so urgently needing that is just because of the fact that WrestleMania is around the corner, and at this point, every appearance really has to mean something, and that goes to everybody who's performing and every storyline going on to WrestleMania. Like, everything really needs to hit home. Like, right now, if this is going on, like, if John Cena like turned heel, like, he turned heel at the Elimination Chamber, right? But then he came on Raw the next week, and then the following week, and he cut those same promos, then I feel like people would be more okay, because again, WrestleMania is not until, well, from then, it's still kind of far ahead. But because we're getting so close, and because he didn't come to Raw, he didn't come to Raw for like I think 2 weeks after the Elimination Chamber. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like, okay, things need to hit home like now. Like, every appearance, it has to be something, definitely. So, but overall, I do like this John Cena heel turn. I love his energy, his passion, his promos, and he's so calculated. I enjoy seeing him on TV, and it's great, it's great. But this is definitely John Cena versus the fans as far as now. I think Cody Rhodes is just, he's basically the champion for the fans, and that's just kind of how it's coming across right now, where he's fighting the fans, but Cody Rhodes is the champion of the fans. Obviously, John Cena can't fight a million fans, but he can fight Cody Rhodes though. So that's the story that is coming across to me right now. So how you guys feel about these two promos, and how you feel about this current heel turn with John Cena? It's not over yet, guys, so be patient. But I do feel you on, there needing to be something needs to happen that's like You know what I'm saying? That's gonna really like impact us. You know what I'm saying? So other than just him turning heel, that's all I got, guys. Hit the like button, enjoy the video, guys. And I'm gonna see y'all next video. Y'all be smooth.